One of the things we're going to do throughout the day today is talk with a lot of people that live and work here in New Albany in various industries, different things that are happening. And our first guest, after Billie Jean, of course, is Valerie Carter. She is an assistant administrator at Baptist Union County Hospital here in New Albany. Thanks for getting up early with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much. So one of the things we talked about just briefly with Billie Jean a second ago, when the things that people are attracted to in communities, right? You look at, public schools, maybe what the downtown area is like, and healthcare is at the top of the list. What's available for me, for my family, and the hospital here has such a good reputation.
Yes.
Talk to us just a little bit about the medical community in New Albany.
Yeah, so thank you for having me this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the main things I think that's really important is that we are engaged in the community, and all of our providers and our leaders are very in tune with what our community needs. So a few things that we provide are OB services for women and children, and obviously the way you grow is to have babies, so we're very thankful to
Math
be able
adds up on that.
That's exactly right. So we're very thankful to offer a large OB program, and we have OB hospitalists who are doctors that are stay in the hospital to make sure that at any time when a woman comes in that there's a provider there ready to deliver them. So I think that's a big perk for us. We also have multiple OB providers in the community who work with our OB hospitalists, and so that's a big service for us, great service line. We also offer hospital medicine and emergency medicine. We have a growing community, so we've seen our numbers grow exponentially, and we offer really great quality care. So I think that's the most important thing, is no matter how many services you offer, that you give whatever you have very well at the best of your ability. And so we have excellent quality. So we draw patients from all over because they want to come and get the care that we provide. Many communities around us and counties, as far as Itawamba County, almost to the, right at the state line.
Right.
So we're very proud of that and thankful to get to do that for our patients. But our community is very important, and I kind of touched on that for a moment, but we like to offer a lot of services for our community for free. We have a few things coming up in the future. We have a breast cancer awareness luncheon. Okay. We offer oncology services. So that's a big service line for us as well. We want to make sure that most anything that our patients need that we could offer in this community. So breast cancer is a growing issue in our world, and we want to bring awareness to that and then offer the services that women need, kind of explain to them what to do to look for that, how to get regular screening, mammograms, and just promote that. And then in addition, we have a free community health fair coming up next week on the 3rd. We will offer free flu shots, PSA, prostate levels for men. Okay. That's the October the 3rd from 7 to 9 a.m. That'll be on our campus.
Very good. So a lot of things available for people in the community. The healthcare industry as a whole, and hospitals in particular, certainly have their challenges. We've heard so much in the news about rural hospitals and rural hospital care. And I don't know that Baptist Union County necessarily falls into that rural hospital because it's part of a larger system, and yet geographically it kind of does. What are the challenges that you guys are having to deal with on a daily basis?
So we are very thankful to be part of a system. I think that is key to the success and stability in smaller areas. We are able to offer some services that you had asked about, and some things that we aren't able to offer, we can transfer to, say, DeSoto or Memphis, to larger tertiary centers that have more specialists. So for us, I think it's key that we're able to do that and be very stable in what we provide here. Yeah. We haven't seen some of the same challenges as other places because of that, and because we are good stewards of our patients' resources throughout a system.
Well, and people want a good experience, right? Nobody loves going to the doctor. Certainly people don't love going to the hospital, but it's hard to find many things that are more necessary than having that available to you. And we've seen that in this debate about rural health care and what's available. And so you want that experience to be as good as it can possibly be and leave people with a good taste in their mouth.
That's right. Not only quality, but the patient's perception of the care.
Yeah.
You know, so you're exactly right. That is key. We want to make sure that when you're at your worst, that we're at our best.
Yeah.
And I think the way you, to me,
put
the way
that on
you,
a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Good tagline there. When you're at your worst, we are at our best.
That's right.
I like that.
So to me, when you come in, when you're sick, when you're hurt, and you're coming to us for care, it's key that we have our smiling face on, and we know exactly what is best practice, which is what each patient needs for every diagnosis that might come, right? So I think that we have put a lot into training our providers and our staff members to do just that.
You know, it's interesting to me to hear you say we want the perception of care within the community to be a positive one. This may be less so than it used to be, but, you know, if you lived in a small town in the past, you'd be like, oh, well, we're going to go to the hospital in Tupelo. We got to go to Memphis to go to the hospital. We're going to go to Birmingham, or we're going to Nashville or whatever. And a lot of that seems to have gone away. And I know, I mean, look, I live in Oxford, and you talked about the OB program. I know a lot of women who have chosen to come to New Albany for delivery and OB services because of the care that is provided.
Yeah, so it's not just the doctor, you know, it is key that you have great doctors, but our staff members are great, and, you know, they want to make sure that you have a good experience, just like I mentioned a moment ago. You know, perception is, I could give you the very best care, but if you didn't feel that it was the very best, then it's not the best to you, and people are going to go out and talk. That's the best advertisement ever, is to get someone.
It's funny you said. I was thinking the exact same thing. It's like, yeah, you want to talk. People are going to talk. Hey, I had a great experience.
That's
right. This is where you need to be.
Good or bad, they're going to talk. So, you know, they are.
Isn't that the truth?
So we want to make sure that we deliver the very best care. We are in tune to your needs. We communicate with you, because that's the key to any relationship, be it patient and provider, or, you know, coworkers, is communication. So we focus on communication a lot.
Visiting with Valerie Carter, Associate Administrator here at Baptist Union County Hospital in New Albany. You started out by talking about being involved in the community. And I think about hospitals, and I'm not talking necessarily about sponsorships, but you think about that, and you have an event, and it's like, well, the local hospital is represented, and you go to a high school football game, and it's like, okay, there's the sign, and you're reminded. That's important, isn't it, right, to kind of engage with all the different aspects of the community? It's
very important. You know, we have people that work in our hospital that are this community, so we want to serve the people that come to us. You know, that's very important, and we want to serve the people of this town, the children that are in the schools, you know, the moms, the grandparents. We are a community, so it's very important to us.
Valerie, really appreciate you coming by this morning. Tallahatchie River Fest, you excited for the weekend?
Yes, it's going to be wonderful. Billie Jean and the group always put on a great show, have lots of things for us, and so it'll be very exciting to see what this year holds.
This music lineup on Saturday night sounds outstanding.
It is.
Like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be.
Fun music lineup. Valerie Carter from Baptist Union County, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you. Have a great day.
This is the Gallo Show on SuperTalk Mississippi. We're glad to be with you this morning. We're here all day. Kicking off Tallahatchie River Fest. It's presented by B&A Bank, Ace Fiber, and Renaissance Bank. For more info, you want to know all about it, go to newalbanymainstreet.com. This project is partially funded by a grant through Visit Mississippi. Glad to be with you on this Wednesday morning from New Albany. When we come back, we'll be joined by Sam Creekmore. He is a member of the House of Representatives here in the state of Mississippi. He's the chairman of the Public Health and Human Services Committee. We'll talk with Sam about the off-season for the legislature, what they're gearing up for in a few months when they reconvene in Jackson, and a whole lot more. Another guy that's very proud of his hometown of New Albany. We're back after this. It's the Gallo Show on SuperTalk Mississippi.